What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are back in the garage working on the Z, and in last episode I unfortunately ruined my throwout bearing. We're in the middle of working on finishing up the clutch job on this thing, as well as all the other stuff we did to it, like it was a giant pain in the ass, and it took us the entirety of our Memorial Day weekend straight just wrenching on this thing to get it where it is now, which is flywheels on, torque down, ARP bolts in there to replace the 7 OEM bolts, and then we also got the competition clutch, White Bunny 6-puck sprung clutch. Just waiting for one last piece, which is the brand new throwout bearing. So competition does send out this one, but like I said, I got a little overzealous with the sleeve and trying to pound the bearing on, because I was using the OEM, or the original one that was in the car, as reference. I want to pound this one out because I mentioned it in the last video that I wanted to give it a try, and I wanted to see what it looked like once I smashed this sleeve out. So we're gonna do that first, and then I'll go grab the sleeve that's all back in the freezer, and we'll set this one on a little more gently this time so we can get this car hopefully running and driving tonight. If not, today's only Thursday and my goal was Saturday, so set myself up for failure already. Overpromise, underdeliver, or something like that. I don't know. Is that, you get what I mean. Just as I suspected, right? So they hammered this thing. See, it's got a lip now. They hammered this thing so hard that the bearing literally folded over it. Holy shit. Let's compare it to this is the one I damaged. This is the one they damaged. Look at the heat in this thing. That's wild, man. Okay, so now, we're not gonna use this. We're not gonna use this completely. You can hear the parts inside. We're not gonna use that one. We're not even gonna use this sleeve or spring. We've got new ones. We got a brand new, this is an OEM spring here. And then we got an OEM sleeve in the freezer right now. And this, believe it or not, is actually an OEM bearing. You can tell because it says made in Japan on it. We're gonna go get the sleeve, and we're gonna gently press it in, unlike that one, because that one was wasted. Okay, cool. So there you go. Done. Alright, this is it. Get a good look here. Got this back in. It does make some noise. It's fine. It's fine. I'm laying on my back right now, so we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started going back up and in, and bolt this sucker up. So it's about 9 o'clock on Thursday. The trans is in, everything's bolted up, everything's done. All the hardware is back. Well, that's not true. There's like 3 exceptions, and that is the belt for the alternator and power steering is still off, and I still have yet to finish up that little bit of drivetrain. We'll get to that tomorrow. My main focus right now is the clutch is going straight to the floor. And the fluid that was in it was really milky, really black, and it was bad. So I siphoned it out, but that's all partly in the master, so it probably needs a master and a slave. I'm just gonna redo that whole thing real quick. We're beyond buying parts tonight. I think we're gonna call it for the night. I imagine, I could be wrong, that I can get all that stuff locally. And if that's the case, we'll do it tomorrow. and they'll just slam this back together. We're just gonna keep plugging. But right now, drivetrain is back together for the most part. For all intents and purposes, the clutch job is done. All right, it is now Friday night, and we are back in the garage doing some work on the Z. We had to run out and get some parts today. So we got about 10 foot of vinyl, 1/4-inch tube, empty bottle, clutch master, and a clutch slave. There is some hubbub on the AutoZone website about this master because everybody whines about it, saying it sucks, it's a piece of crap, it's rated 2 stars. But if it's like anything like the RSX, you have to bench bleed these. You have to. We're gonna take this apart, we're gonna do a bench bleed on it, and then we're gonna install it. And I think we're gonna do the slave first because it's a piece of cake to do the slave on this. And it'll set us up really nicely for once we get the top installed. All right, so it's 10:30 now, but we have a clutch again. That's good. Tomorrow we gotta finish up that belt drive stuff. We gotta get to put the drive shaft back in as well as the exhaust, and then this thing is gonna go on all fours. We do have to check out the front suspension just to raise it a little bit more. We'll do that tomorrow as well as the other stuff. And so tomorrow I think we're on track to get this thing on the ground. A little bit of wrenching tonight did us a lot of good. All right, folks, welcome to Saturday. Today was my goal was to have this car on the ground. There's something worth noting right now. When the other throwout bearing wore out, and it had all those issues, I think the input shaft, not the input shaft, but the sleeve of the transmission now has a groove in it. So as the slider moves, it kind of catches. Not ideal. Depending on how 5th gear feels in this, we might be having to just go find another trans. But I think we're gonna try this one. Right now, it should get us down the road. It's probably gonna be a little bit uncomfortable driving with that weird notch, and 5th gear is probably gonna be a pain. You can get it in, you just have to slam it. But we're gonna see how far we can go with this one. And then if we destroy it, we destroy it. It's just part of the life. For now, today, the only thing we're focused on is getting this thing on the ground and getting it moving under its own power. So, first plan of attack is drive shaft, exhaust, and we're gonna get all the stuff under the car back up. We're gonna get the belt drive stuff back together, and then we'll tackle the coils. Sound good? And then there's one thing I forgot about last night. You know, I keep thinking about this windshield, and it's like in my head, it all looks like this, where it's super crusty. But we are gonna replace it. We're just gonna do this really, really soon, probably next week. But I wanted to make sure that we can get this thing mobile before we start dumping money into stuff like windshield. We might have gone a little too high. All right, I only got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left of recording, so I need to offload the video, but we're ready to start. All right, let's do it.
What the hell was that?
Check underneath for some oil. Looking pretty dry to me. We did it. we did it. Clutch is in. So I think the height is good here. All around, I'd say we're doing really good. This car is 100% different. I had to put in the centerpiece here so I could see my gauges for oil pressure. That's all good. The power steering seems good. We still got the stereo still gotta get wired in. I just gotta go and click that in real quick. So there's only a couple problems that are left that need to be fixed. Number one is that AC line. I didn't put it in the video, but we did start it. We had some issues, so I broke it into pieces, and the little barred piece on the back is still stuck. Never mind the fact that I bought the right tools from Lyle on Amazon, and for whatever reason, those are not doing the trick to get the clip off. Even when I use the undersized clip and it pops it off and it works, or it hits the clip, but it's still stuck. So I took a die grinder, cut into the metal circular disc part, pulled the spring out, and it's still stuck. So I think the O-ring's stuck in there and I can't get it out. Worst case scenario, I replaced the evap core and then we put the new line in. The other issue that we're having right now is the clutch will not bleed properly. So it's got some whatever, but there's an air bubble somewhere because it doesn't come all the way back up. So I am gonna go get a pressure bleeder, but I wanted to get this on the ground so I can at least say it's on the ground. Check out this view. We've got the Z, the RSX, the hatch, and then just out of view is the Tacoma. So I think that this is a well-rounded Japanese setup. You've got old school, new school Honda, you got a Z, and then you got a Tacoma for the off-road. So you can definitely tell what I like. Japanese manuals, I guess, are my thing. But tonight's goal, I think, is we're gonna bleed the clutch with the pressure bleeder, and then hopefully wash it. He's outside. I think the clutch just needs adjustment now, but she's here. Giving her a little wash outside the first time. But yeah. Seeing as it's Saturday night, the car is outside and it's on all fours, and it moved under its own power, I'd say this was a great success. I think there's some clutch adjustment that needs to be done, but that's probably about it. It still needs axles, it still needs the AC line, and I gotta put all the windshield wiper stuff and the cowling back on, but we're gonna wait just a little bit because I gotta do a windshield this week too. So a couple things, but so far it's looking like we're on track for the 7th, just so long as the rear tires get here, because those are kind of the big deal. So they should hopefully be here tomorrow. We'll see. But tomorrow we look at registration and all the little final pieces and start getting it all scheduled. And for now, I'm just gonna wash my car. I'm gonna enjoy it for a minute. Now's the fun part of tweaking and tuning and making it streetable and drivable and fun. And then of course drifting. So thanks for watching. I'm just gonna go ahead and wash my car now. So you can say if you want, but I'm gonna wash my car and then probably go to bed. Thanks for watching. Check you later.